Forgive me, Father, for it has been 6 months since my last video on aQMS. So without further ado, let's go.
Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not.
What is the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy or Sell. I hope, of course, you're all well. For anyone new to the channel is all about clean energy, trying to look for mining stocks, things for the future, disruptive kind of jazz, all climbed into one. And we have other wee things within that as well, of course, swing trades and stuff. There has been a stock, however, on this channel that I have been invested in for well over 9 months now. It's been one of the sort of first stocks that I really covered on the channel. The stock is aQMS, and I'll share the link to the last video. You can go in and watch that, but my production values became a lot better. My skills have become a lot better. If you go on to my YouTube channel, type in aQMS, you'll see here it was 6 months ago that we last covered aQMS, in its own video, and just look at the quality of this video. I think it could be a great long-term hold behind this. There you go. I think it's going to be a long-term hold, and the thought process really there has not changed. And by the way, you can see my new banners and stuff. Keep investing that money. You got to invest in yourself. The quality and production has improved massively over the last 6 months. If there's no other positives, that is one for sure. In a nutshell, aQMS, the reason I invested is because of the lithium play and the recycling battery play. Now, we cover another stock on this channel, American Battery Metals. Bit like aQMS, when they both, if you stripped it back sort of 2 years ago, they were just about mining and stuff like that. And now they've really sort of shifted their focus to technology in terms of recycling lithium. Now, that's why we got invested in these stocks. And hold on to your seats, because this has been one hell of a bumpy ride. But there's things to be learning here. And on this channel, I've always been clear and transparent. I always close out my positions on my socials so you know when I'm out of them, or I'm still holding and taking one hell of a gaping, or we're winning. And in this one, guys, unfortunately, is the truth. And recently we've seen a lot of pumping, and all the stocks we've been picking on the channel have been phenomenal gains. Everything's going great. But there's also the other side, the horror story. I decided I'm buying this and holding long, so it wouldn't be right to have sold out quickly. And I regret that. I massively regret that, because when we bought this, so just say for giggles, it was around this date here, and we have seen 73% drop in share price. Okay, so my original investment, it was just a small amount, holding long, nothing too big. To safeguard myself, as we always do on this channel, we phase in money. It didn't take me long phasing in the money, let's just say that. I believe in and around this price, I was probably completely and utterly balls deep in terms of my initial position size that I wanted, okay? And, for talk's sake, even from sort of here, you will have seen a further 50% drop. I am currently, as of Friday, because I bought a bit more, and I'll get into that in a moment, I am currently 30% down on aQMS dream. We could talk about the whole history. I'm not going to recap the whole last 6 months, but in short, aQMS had that unfortunate crash, like all stocks, in January, February time. It went Cape Town. Generally speaking, stocks in January, February have not recovered back to those highs, okay? Yes, of course, there's plenty of exceptions, but generally speaking, the types of stocks we're talking about, we know the crack. January, February was a high and it's not pulled back. So you take that into consideration, fair enough. However, what also happened to aQMS was they had a fire, which we talked about in our video. That ruined their plant, held them back big time. Within that, as a sort of shuffle and a rethought process, they have reinvested in a factory and they've reset things up and sort of changed the whole direction of aQMS. So that's a real high level summary. That's kind of brought you up to date, and we'll talk about what they're going to be doing in a moment. But let's just talk about the recent share price. So I drew that line at $2. The reason being is, for me, $2 was a very strong support level. Main reason being, we've been bouncing off that really since August. We bounced off at the end of August. We've been bouncing off it around September, October. So for probably since about the 5th of August, in and around $2, I've been averaging down further. I hadn't done a lot since sort of this drop, because I was just going, right, just let this thing friggin' fall. It's getting worse. I needed the dust to settle. Again, my position size was way too large. I am currently probably God, I would love to have 50% of my position out. I'm not going to lie, but you have to stick to the plan. There's nothing really changed with aQMS. I'm still believing in it, and we'll get into all that in a moment. So I was tipping up, averaging down, and then this happened this week, which has put a bit of the fear into me, guys. This is a real tester, being honest on the channel. This is a real test of will, strong, and digging deep. We fell below the $2 mark, and that's why on Friday when I seen it at 173, I set my price alert and I bought another bit at 173. I just have to believe in the company. On day chart, MACD looks horrible. We fell below the 9-day moving average, which is brutal. I can't swing trade this. I am A and B style. I've got nothing left. 30% down, not looking good. So I just had to stick to the guns. When we fell down below this, I felt, okay, it's time to buy. I had bought at this price when we went above the 9-day moving average, and you might have got a bit of a swing out of it, but that wasn't the position I'm in. So swing trades, you have to understand, are different. This is a long-term hold, and I'm taking opportunities to buy, and at new lows, which we haven't seen since December time last year, I had to buy. Go on to the news. aQMS announced a schedule for the third quarter financial results. We have earnings up until the end of September to come out on Thursday, November 4, after the markets close. So we have earnings. Could be potential to send this thing. Could be the potential to send the thing. So rolling the dice on earnings, long hold. But I really need a serious good update from aQMS, and I need to fully understand what they're doing. And there's plenty of exciting things that they are talking about. If you go onto their website, slick website now, talking about sustainable energy, using their technology that they've had patented and used for years for lead and different things. Now they are using it for lithium. And you can see all about that, okay? So there's that is exciting. They've proven their technology. We do like this. We can see on aQMS milestones. First agreement for the licensed aqua refinery. We've talked about that in the other videos, and all of this step by step. And then on September, the lab scale testing of Leon recycling happened. Aqua refining for lead equipment shipment to Taiwan licensee, and that's what I want to talk about. They have changed their model a bit now. Instead of just doing it in-house, they're actually starting selling their licenses out. So that to me is exciting. It's a space that they have proven to have great recycling technology. They're using it for lithium. It seems to be applying it. We know the demand for lithium on this channel. Go into my lithium ion recycling video, Go Green, where I sort of covered all this, which was actually the last time I talked about aQMS, which was very more recent. That aside, this is all quite positive, and I see a real high demand for this stuff. Operational testing of full-size lithium aqua refining recycling unit. So that's the unit that they're building near Tesla, for of all places. And that's going to be in August 2022, and then in January 2023. So I mean, it is a long hold. Potential first full-scale development of aqua refining lithium batteries. Look, there's too much to cover of 6 months, but that's at a high level, gives me full confidence, and we'll see a bit more when the earnings come out. And I'll just bring you 2 tip ranks, but we only have one analyst to look at. But the analyst has given a price prediction of $8, which shows a 360% upside. Now that is the only analyst price that we have, but even a $3 price target at this stage would get me out of the woods. But I don't want to be out of the woods. Like I said, I'm just over leveraged. It's not a position size that I want. I still want to hold this long, and I'm hoping for some positive news, and I can kind of accept the fall. The recent highs fell down. That whole craziness in the tank, maybe sort of in and around the $3 mark. We've seen it rise up, and you know, this kind of area potentially is more of a realistic short-term goal. I'm not saying this is going to go up to the $8, $7 again. You know, I'm just saying that this is probably more a realistic, but this share was never really any lower than $2. It really did have a bigger highs. Yes, we've seen in and around April, this kind of time, it went really to Cape Town, which doesn't spell great because that's November. We're going into that period, but you know, history doesn't teach us where we're going to go. We'll have a good, clear idea on the back of these earnings where potentially this stock will go. That's the update. Haven't forgot about it. It's still on my socials that I'm an investor. I've just been quiet on it because it's been a horror show. They really haven't done anything too exciting. They had that big setback by the fire. They've had to reshuffle things. It is what it is. I'm excited for the earnings to get a refresh and a re-update. It is a long hold. When I buy these stocks, I've got Vision Lithium, for example, brutal. Can't even buy any more of it on Trading 212. They just, after about a week of me buying it, they decided no more. You can buy. Tough. I'm down 80% on that. can't average down, can't build a position. Thankfully, it's literally minor beer, and I'm just going to hold it. No point selling it. I'll just hold it and see what happens. These things were a 10-year hold. It'd be foolish to sell out after 6 months. The risks that were there are still there, and the promise is still there. So it is what it is. And if we just jump onto buymeacoffee.com, we can see that Stan bought me one there the other day, and he says I'm an absolute legend. I wouldn't go that far, Stan, but I really do appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. And for anyone else that would like to support the channel, feel free to do so to help me keep doing things free. It is really getting to the point where I will no longer be able to do what I am doing for free. And the people that are messaging me privately, messaging me, and always every single person has had a response to date. I'm proud of that, but it is really getting to the point where I can't keep up with it no more. So I'm going to have to look at doing something else. But in the meantime, you know, if people can support this way, it really does help me out. And that is the video. We'll see what aQMS brings. Leave your comments down below. Is aQMS going to go up or is it going to go down? It really could go either way. I don't know what to expect with these earnings. It's been so long and so many moving parts, but I am excited, that is for sure. I'll keep you posted. Hit like, subscribe if you have found the video informative. I'll be back very soon.
Coincidence.
Peace.
Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not.